Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger. I'm a threat. Careful with your life, you know that it's a bet. With your life, 'cause you know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up. My foot is on your neck. Take my word for it. This a promise and a threat. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger. I'm a threat. Careful with your life, 'cause you know that it's a bet. You know I ain't letting up. My foot is on your neck. Take my word for it. This a promise and a threat.
Hello. Hello, and welcome to Extreme Barcelona, the 11th edition, hosting a action-packed weekend here in the legendary Parc de Forum de Barcelona. We're gonna jump into the Scooter World Championships right now, and we're gonna have the Scooter Street Men's Final. And I'm not hosting this alone. I have the legendary Will Cashion, aka White Trash Willie, co-hosting with me, and Will has all the scoop on all the riders and all the tricks. So Will, very happy to have you here with us.
Thank you so much for having me on. I'm so excited to talk about scootering, the thing that I love absolutely the most in my life. So I'm excited to see what these very talented boys are going to throw down on this course today, and I think it's going to be an amazing show.
And I mean, Will, you are a pro rider yourself. You're also the co-founder of Undialed. I mean, you know all the scoop about everything, right?
I try to keep my foot in most of scootering that I can, so I hope that I know everything. But yeah, these guys that I know up here, I know pretty much all of them on a personal level, and I'm excited to see how they display their talents today. We have some really big names up there with some unbelievably unhuman talents, so I'm excited to see what they're going to do.
It's very awesome, and this is the second edition of the Scooter World Championships ever, like the second official one. So it's a pretty big thing, right?
Yeah, in the street division, it's really cool to watch there be an organized world's competition that really, like, the street riders get to display themselves on a big scale that is on a course that's specifically tailored to them. I feel like in a lot of cases, scooter competitions are just on big box jumps and on big ramps. So to have the opportunity for these guys to ride rails and other street features is so awesome. I feel like they're going to be able to display their talents very well.
So, Will, who are the athletes we should keep an eye on?
The athletes you should definitely keep your eye on are Astro Boy. He is an absolute insane shredder, as well as August Collard. He dropped a video not too long that was unbelievable. But in first place right now we have Lucas D'Ameglio, and he just came out with a new scooter video that is absolutely unbelievable, and he's now the one sitting in first place. We have Luis Barrios right here, and he is one of the most steezy, smooth scooter riders. Up next, we have Jonathan Brony right here, and Jonathan is probably one of the most technical flatland riders, or just being able to hop in the air, as well as combos. It's crazy. we got Nikolai right here from Finland, and he is one of the most precision riders in the entire world, riding in some of the coldest temperatures. Right here we have August that I just mentioned, riding for Ethics Scooters, and he is an absolute madman when it comes to gaps and gaps to rails. Right here we have Astro Boy, which I just brought up, and he is absolutely crazy. His real name is Christian Jensen, but we all know him as Astro Boy, and he is riding for Skate Pro straight out of Denmark.
Nice.
Up next, we have our current leader, Lucas D'Amelio from France, and this guy is an absolute machine. He rides for NKD Scooters as well as Prime, and I'm so excited to see what he does today.
I mean, and the arena is as packed as it can get, and I mean, it's amazing to have the crowds back here at Street Plaza, because last year, I mean, you were here, you know, we couldn't actually pull off an actual event with spectators for obvious reasons.
Yeah. So what's really cool about having the competition at this particular spot is where this particular location is where a whole bunch of street spots are actually located. So around the street competition, there's actually so many street spots. So it's kind of cool to have the competition where these guys would ride if the competition isn't actually happening.
Very exciting. I think the whole scooter world is watching and rooting for these guys now, right?
Oh yeah, well at least I hope so. I feel like there's so many disciplines within scootering. I feel like there's street, there's park, and I feel like ultimately if you're a scooter rider, you should be watching both and be investing your focus into both, because that's how you ultimately become the best all-around rider.
That's great. So there you go.
Absolutely.
Dropping in.
So up first we got Axel Germain, and he is going in with a nice nose blunt straight into a front hurricane, going over to a board. Dropping in, he's going up the rank to a tail whip. Let's see what he does on this handrail right here. Ooh, he does a fast plant to hanger grind, and then like a little stopper with his back wheel on the vert. Then he does a crook to tail whip, which is sick. Turning around, he's going back up the double bank. Let's see what he's preparing for right here. Looks like a hurricane to 360 to fakie, but unfortunately he fell. He's rolling down straight into he does a front lip, but he turns it into a hanger. So that is a very technical trick, because you have to be able to basically lock your back wheel against the rail and slide through it in that kind of awkward way, but they make it work and it looks really nice.
What do you think is going for now?
Right now, so Axel has an enormous bag of tricks. I honestly can't predict what he's going to do, but it looks like he's eyeing up the rail on his right. So let's see, hurricane. Oh, he was trying the hurricane to full cab out, but unfortunately he did not land it. But he's wearing the Drew Brees jersey, so
yeah.
He's out here. He's stoked. Let's see what the next rider is going to do.
Let's talk quickly about the competition format as well. So here at the street finals, all the riders have 2 attempts. Each attempt means 45-second runs, and 70% of these runs counts from the final score, plus one best trick, which counts as 30% from the whole final score.
So the best trick, it really means a lot. If they could have a perfect run, but if they mess up the best trick, then that's going to hinder their score. Oh my gosh. So we have Carlos dropping in straight to a tail whip lip to bar on that rail, and then going over to the nose manual, and then 270 lip. He is on fire right now. He's carrying amazing energy while he's riding. Straight into a 270 lip down the big handrail. That was so nice, and that was so clean. Straight into a triple heel over the bank to bank. That was crazy. That was spinning the opposite direction of a tail whip, this unnatural way. So he's pushing, he's going straight into a bar lip slide on that little, almost slipping out on that turnaround. But he does a hurricane to board up the rail, keeping his speed. Turning around right here, giving Luis Barrios some love. All right.
He looks
let's
happy
see what his final trick is going to be.
Yeah. There you go, some reruns.
Isn't that crazy how he's able to do a tail up, catch it, and then a bar spin before grinding a rail?
I mean, they make it look really easy, but it definitely is not.
If he has one slip of his foot, he could be just landing on the rail, not how he wants to. So it's really cool to see the precision in his riding. All right, so for his final trick, he's going up into a 360 heel whip down the bank, and that looks so nice.
And you know, Will, this is the first scooter event this year, right? Like a first official one, and it's supported by the International Federation of World Skate and the Federación Española de Patinaje. So it's a pretty special event, I think, also for all the riders, right?
Oh, absolutely. What's really cool is that we get to have this event in Barcelona, which basically brings most all of European culture and Eastern and Western culture to one particular spot. So it's like the whole scooter community gets to come together and all hang out. So it's really awesome. Oh, so we have Tobias dropping in. He was trying a front board, I'm sure something out, but unfortunately he fell. Going over the wall ride, he's going into a backlip whip on that bank-to-bank ledge, straight into a hurricane to fakie. He's running. He's getting himself back together. Rolling up to the handrail. What is he going to do? Bar front board. And that looks so nice. Going up the step up. Ooh, he was trying a full heel, but he's waving off that run. I think that he's going to have another attempt at this, and he's going to want a little bit more than what he just put down.
So who are you rooting for? Do you have like someone from the finals list that you are keeping your special eye on?
Oh my gosh, so I would love to see Luis Barrios do very well. He was my old teammate, and he was trying the best trick. He was trying back 50, stalled to 450 tailpin, but unfortunately he didn't land it. I would love to see Luis Barrios do very well. I was a teammate with him, and he actually showed me, when my first time in Europe, he showed me around, so I have a good friendship with him. I would also love to see Nico do very well, because I know he puts in so much work when he's at home in Finland, so it'd be nice to watch him see all that hard work pay off.
Yeah.
I'd love to watch Lucas D'Amelio do well, because he is putting in so much work recently and been filming, so it'd be awesome to watch him continue his lead from the last two qualifiers.
Nice, good insights.
Who do you have anybody you'd want to see win?
Yes, the Finn. It's so close to my home country, and I have some Finnish roots, so I've been rooting for Finland.
It's crazy to watch the Finnish riders, because they ride in the most cold weather. They literally ride in snow. Right. I don't know how that's possible. All right, so we have Ryan Jimenez going up with a nice grind on that rail.
Whoa!
Going to a flip drop. That was so cool.
I mean, for me, I don't know the tricks that well like you do, but I mean, for me, that looks super impressive.
So that trick right there is normally a trick we would see in the park side of scootering, but he is such a diverse rider. Whoa. He can do it all, which is really awesome to see. Big down heel over that channel gap. That looks so cool. Straight into a bar spin over the bank to bank. Ooh, I couldn't quite see that, but I think it was a back 50 whip. Ooh, to a double heel over the bank to bank. That looks so nice.
He was just flying through his run. For me, it looks super impressive.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What's sometimes tough to judge about these street competitions is some of the tricks they're doing are so technically precise that unless you scooter, it's hard to tell one trick from another. But his best trick, he was trying a ride flip over the channel gap that he previously downheeled. So good work out there. He killed it.
I think
look at that flip drop in.
Scooter is just so fun to watch. There's so much stuff going on. It's just really fun.
It's kind of like the perfect hybrid between BMX and skateboarding. Like you get aspects of BMXing and you get aspects of skateboarding. And it's so cool. So here's Luis Barrios right here. He is actually from Spain. This is his hometown right here. So I'm so excited to see his run and see how well he does. JD's getting him hyped up.
Do you think it's scary or it's more supportive to be competing in front of your home crowds?
I think it's really up to the individual rider. I feel like you could have the opportunity to seize that moment with all the hype and be able to do a better run, but I also feel like the nerves get to some people. So it really on a person-to-person basis. But Luis Barrios right now is killing his run with that backflip down the double kink. That was so good. Going over the other bank-to-bank straightaway, double tail whip lip. And that is one trick he is notorious for. He loves those lip slides. Ooh! Straight with a front 50 up to nose manual, then the manual over that little box. He is having a phenomenal run right now.
Do you think he's going to take the lead?
With a gap front board whip. I think if he keeps the momentum and lands his best trick, he'll definitely take the lead. With a heel front board down the big rail, that was incredible. Alright, let's see what his best trick is. I know Luis has the potential of pulling out some insane bangers, so I'm really excited to see what he does. Oh, and him and his boy are wearing the Spanish shirts. That's so cool to see them in their hometown.
There you go.
Alright, Luis is dropping in. He's pushing. What's he gonna do?
Whoa.
270 lip! Wow! So that was so awesome.
That's impressive.
Luis had a phenomenal run out there. I'm sure everyone in the crowd is so stoked for him being the hometown hero. I'm excited to see what his run comes out to. He just needed to have a 75 to beat.
Let's see if he takes the lead. Well,
and that particular trick that he did was so technically hard because you're blind throughout the entire trick. Oh my gosh, he took first place.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
The proper lead.
So this right here is it's Jonathan up next. I thought it was Nico, the Finn. But Jonathan Peroni right here, you're gonna watch his scooter spin at 1,000,000 miles per hour in this next run. Just watch.
Oh, he's already doing like a little preview.
Yeah, watch. Just watch how this guy goes.
Okay.
The heel back lip on that little rail. That was awesome. Dropping in. What's he got? Front board whip on the end of the double kink. Straight into a double whip front board. That was so good. That was such a good. Oh my gosh.
Looks like a very clean run.
Board, he is one of the most clean riders in the entire world. He's so technically precise, and it's so awesome to watch him. Oh!
What? What was that?
Straight into a flare. That was a flare right there. Back flip 180. Oh, that was so cool. He did invert to back flip. That was so awesome.
That was
such
epic.
a unique trick.
Whoa, very impressive. Getting goosebumps over here.
Jonathan is one of the best to do it. Yeah, Jonathan is one of the best to do it, and he's winded right now. He's leaning over his scooter. He's tired.
What do you think he's going to go for in his trick?
I think he's going to do some sort of whip combination to grind right here. Let's see what he does. He is doing he does a 3 down heel to bar, and that was so perfect. I thought he was going to go for the rail for sure, but that was the perfect way to end this run.
Like, not a single mistake. Not a single mistake in his whole run, right?
Not a single mistake, but you saw how he catches his tricks so much higher than other riders. Did you see how he was able to do that?
Yeah.
That's one thing that makes his style so unique relative to other riders.
Like, he took a lead with a big one.
Absolutely. Oh, and he took first place with that one. So next up we have Nico. So this is the Finnish rider, starting it off with a board to whip to board. Turning around on that quarter pipe, nose manual up the bank, front feeble, front feeble whip, front board. That was such an awesome trick. I'm so stoked to see him use that ledge like how he did. Ooh, whip front board down the double kink to whip out. Oh my gosh, that is such a technically hard trick. That's incredible. Ooh, gap to front board on that bank to down rail. That was awesome. Alright, he's rolling up to the double kink. What's he got? Back 50. Oh! No way! He did back 50 predator to front 50 to hard 3 out. That was an amazing trick. That's crazy that he even did that in a competition. That's unbelievable.
Well, hyvä Suomi.
Wow.
Go Finland.
Go Finland. He is one of the best from Finland. It's actually crazy because all the Finnish riders, the whole squad that he's a part of called Mandem and Finn Scooter Shop, they are some of the most brutal riders in the entire world, and I love spending my time with them.
That's great.
Wow! He did a heel backflip down the double kink for his best trick. That was unbelievable. That is a trick that you do not see people do in a competition run. That was insane. So see this trick right here? He did the grind on half of his scooter and then he hopped over to the other half. It's called a predator, and it's so hard because you have to precisely jump into the trick, not once, but 2 times. So that trick is so hard. And he took the lead on that one, rightfully so. Yeah.
I mean...
Wow. Alright, our next competitor, we have Auguste Plade. Auguste is from France, and he is a fast and aggressive rider. Like you could see
I just wanted to say that. Yeah. Super aggressive.
He's very hard on his scooter. He definitely muscles the scooter around, but that's his style, and he makes it work so well. Does a back 50-50 down the double kink, turning around. What's he got? He's gonna get speed. That's how he goes at things. He always has speed. Oh, that was sick. Does a front lip down the rail. Oh, he's trying to get on top of the box. All right, he's on top of the sub box right now. Dropping it in. What's he doing? He's getting speed.
Oh.
Whoa, front lip down the second part of the double kink rail. Alright, let's see what his best trick is. He's chatting with JD right now. I think maybe JD's telling him what he should do. We'll find out. He's dropping in. I think he's just getting to his position right now. If I had to guess, he's going to do some sort of trick on that double kick. He's going to gap out to the second down part. So that's what I'm guessing he's going to do, but we're going to find out right now. Oh, is he not going for it?
Yeah, well, like, what's happening? Okay, he took his headphones off and that was it.
Yeah, what the heck? I guess he wasn't happy with that run, so he didn't do a best trick, unfortunately.
Okay.
But this next rider we have right here is, he goes by Astro Boy. His real name is Christian Jensen, but we all call him Astro Boy. And he is a fast and just insane scooter rider. You can see with that whip back flip right there. That was so technically crazy. He had to completely whip his scooter around to get over that rail. And you can see just how many tricks he's doing back to back to back to back. He is an unbelievable rider from Denmark. Front board, fakie.
Whoop.
Full cab.
Okay.
Wow. He was able to link the double kink and the big down rail together straight into a bar, back 50, frontside 270 out. Wow. That was crazy.
That was a big one.
Pushing around. He's doing tricks so fast I can't even speak about him. What? No! So he just tried a 270 heel flip on the big down rail. That is a trick you rarely see, so it's so cool to watch him pull that out. I think that was just at the end of his run, so I'm excited to see what his best trick is going to be. If he's going to do one, we're going to find out. Going some nice H2O. Alright, let's see if he does his final trick. Look at the dude dancing around, that's so funny. Alright, it's going up. Let's see what he does for best trick. I'm assuming it's going to be the same one.
Oppa.
Yup. Oh.
Didn't work out.
And he just messes up. He'll come back in the next run, though. He'll be able to land that 270 heel lip. But look at this
that
trick.
looks
The way he's able to go to that.
Oh my god.
Wow.
How is that even physically possible?
That's incredible because you have to be able to grind the rail, and then from that grind, be able to position yourself well enough to land backwards and then ride backwards all the way to a really scary, hard trick at the end. The fact he was able to do that first try was crazy. But up next, we have Lucas D'Amelio. He is our current leader right now, or from the previous qualifiers, he's our current leader. Let's see if he's able to maintain that first place standing. Oh! With a gap whip bar front board. Wow. Straight into a Hurricane 270 backflip. Crazy, Lucas. He has so much speed. Oh! Whip back nose split to heel in. What? He is on a fire run right now. Wow! With a front 50 on the double king to rotor whip out. That was insane. Alright, he's going up fakie. He's rolling fakie to the rail. What's he gonna do? Oh! He did a full cab to front Hurricane. Wow. What? He just did a back 50 and whipped up onto the little platform. No way! No way! Wow! There's no... That was an amazing, amazing run. Wow.
So what do you think he's going to go for in his best trick? Oh my God.
I have no idea. That was such an insane run. That was you could see by the crowd how hyped they are.
Yeah, for sure.
He just landed technical trick after technical trick. That was crazy.
So we have our top contender right here, right?
If he gets his best trick right here, we absolutely, for sure, I think would have a first place run out of Lucas.
Do you think you're gonna see any world's firsts?
What is it?
Do you think you're gonna see any world's firsts in this competition?
I think we might see some world's firsts. See what he does for this best trick. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh!
Whoa!
He just ran off the stage!
What?
No way! So he just did an enormous rip bar backflip down the handrail. Has so much speed when landing it that he literally flew off the course. That is insane.
That is legendary. I mean, he will go down in the history books with this one, right? They're gonna replay this clip until end of days.
So
oh, amazing! Oh wow, what a show!
Wow, that was unbelievable.
Amazing! Wow. But we're gonna take a very short break now and go for a little ad break. But we are back with you guys just in a few seconds. And we are back here from Barcelona, going live with the men's street scooter finals. So, Will, what do you think about the level of competition so far? I mean, the replays for this one is just epic.
I think that the level of competition in this contest has definitely been unbelievable. I feel like this I feel like the level of scootering recently has just been improving so much, and it's just incredible to watch them be able to do what they do in the videos and apply that to a competition setting. I feel like in videos it's you watch them perform, and it's crazy, but you don't really know how many tries that it takes them to land. But in this competition, you only have really one shot to do it. So to watch these guys pull out these enormous tricks and land them in a setting where they have to do it basically first try. It's crazy to watch them take that level of scootering and apply it, because
That's awesome.
they're doing such an amazing job, and it's so awesome as a scooter rider myself and also a fan, like, to watch these guys put themselves on this level, because I know that this particular contest is definitely going to raise the bar of future scooter contests, and it's just so cool to watch history unfold itself right here.
Oh, for sure. And before we go back to the competition, I also want to talk about something very special about this event. So did you know that all the medals that the winners are going to be taking home are made out of recycled plastics and pandemic masks? So Extreme Barcelona is really making a sustainability move here.
That is so awesome. I feel like they're using materials that aren't used anymore and applying them to trophies that people are going to cherish for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And they're also recycling all the trash from the event and making new medals out of them as well. So yeah, well done, Extreme Barcelona. That's a really, really cool power move.
Absolutely. So we have our second runs going on right now. Starting off, we have Axel Germain. Unfortunately, he is slipping up a little bit, but he is not a quitter. He is pursuing through the run, putting it on for Switzerland. So let's see what he does for the rest of his run. He does a back 50 to bri flip. Oh, just slipping out, unfortunately. Oh, man. I think it's so funny he's wearing a Drew Brees jersey from New Orleans. That's so funny. He looks good in it, too.
It's a great outfit. Great style.
So let's see what he does for his best trick. I'm really curious. Riding for Ethic Scooters, coming out of Switzerland. This guy is known for dropping absolute banger videos, as well as being a confident, aggressive scooter rider. So let's see what he does for his best trick. Alright, he's rolling up. There's a hurricane. He was trying that hurricane full cab to fakie once again, but unfortunately he does not land it.
That's a
But
bummer.
I know he's stoked to be out here in Barcelona. He's stoked to be with his boys. So let's see what the rest of the competition has to display on their second runs. We have Carlos dropping in right now. Another
Spanish rider.
Spanish local. Ooh, he was going for that heel bar front lip, but unfortunately he slipped out. Going straight into a nose blunt over that ledge, bank to bank. Turning around on the quarter pipe. Going on that bank to bank again. Ooh, with a 540 to fakie, and that was so good. He's going bar manual. He's going to the rail, to board, to back lip, to fakie. What? That was such a good combo. I love when riders utilize these platforms as manual pads. It's so cool to watch. But he unfortunately just slipped out. He had so much momentum right there. Dang it. Let's see what he does for his best trick. I know he's a little bit disappointed right now. You can see it in his face. But you know what? Part of scootering is failing.
But I mean, look at the crowd cheering for him. It's definitely one of the crowd's favorites, right?
The crowd is so stoked. I'm sure there's so many people there from Spain that are rooting on him and Lewis. So
yeah,
it's so interesting. I feel like part of scootering is failing, and the only way that you can ever succeed and get better for the next competition is if you have moments like he just did. So I know that he's gonna take that moment, he's gonna apply it to the next competition and do so well. All right, so he's dropping into the quarter pipe. To a heel bar front lip once again, but unfortunately he did not land it. And you can see him shaking his head, but you know what? It's so awesome to be out here in front of just a whole bunch of other scooter riders doing what you love the most. So, you know, he didn't have a good run, but I know he's going to have a good rest of his day. Our next rider is Tobias. Let's see what Tobias does. He's riding for Blunt Scooters. He's getting the crowd hyped up. I didn't know about this guy until I saw him on here earlier today, but he is an absolute shredder, so it's so cool to watch him ride. There's a front board whip. Ooh, front board whip, then a bar spin to front board whip again, and then to buttercup. Killing it. Ooh, just slipping on that finger whip. Back 50, back lip whip. Turn around. Going up the double bank. Back 50.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
I landed it.
Okay, so we did. Yeah, he landed. So he did a back 50, 450 decade out. Oh, straight into that
my
back
God.
50 to back lip to flare. That was so awesome.
Epic.
And he did a front board 2 fakie to end out his run.
And it
Let's
started
see what
raining
he does
now.
for his best trick.
It started
Oh, is
raining,
it raining now?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It totally is raining. I can see it. He's raining hard on him. He's like, what the heck? Why is it raining? Alright.
Yeah, I think we need to wait now a little bit because it's raining quite heavily. We saw
Yes.
some lighting before, so yeah, let's see.
Wow. It looks like it's raining so hard there.
Yeah, it
You
is.
can see
it actually
from
is.
this particular shot, it looks like it's pouring.
But I mean, we had a pretty epic competition so far, so it's already been pretty strong.
We've seen some crazy street tricks happen today in the street side of scootering, and unfortunately, weather is getting in the way of this competition. But the amount of talent we've seen so far, from especially our last riders in that first heat, were incredible. Lucas went out there and just absolutely manhandled that course, as well as Nico doing some tricks that I didn't think were possible in a competition setting. But these guys out here are absolutely shredding it and killing it so hard.
And also this venue is so special because it held the first Street World Championships ever. And Street Plaza is just legendary for that, and it will always be.
Absolutely. It's so cool to be able to watch multiple disciplines of sports be able to use the same course. Like you told me earlier that the skateboarders use this course for their runs, and it's cool to watch the scooter riders also be able to use the same course for their runs. So it's just an overall cool thing, and I feel like what ultimately needs to happen in action sports is we all just need to come together and we need to work together as one big unit. I think Extreme Barcelona, having all the different disciplines together in one competition series is doing so much for just the overall action sports scene.
I mean, Extreme Barcelona is just epic because I think we have over 350 athletes here from over 30 countries. And you know, it's an action-packed weekend from BMX to skateboarding to scooter, and there's going to be street, there's park, there's the mega ramp. I mean, yeah, it's a crazy event running for 2 days. It's so great to be witnessing this.
It's so cool to watch the different disciplines within scootering and the different formats of competition. I think it's really cool that they introduced Mega Ramp this year, because I know that's a discipline that scooter riders have been mastering, but there's never been a place for people to display it other than the occasional Nitro Circus show.
Yeah.
But it's so cool. It's so cool because the tricks that you see in the street competition aren't the same tricks that you're going to see in the park competition, and the tricks you see on the Mega Ramp aren't going to be the same tricks you see in the other two competitions.
Yeah.
And what's really cool about that is there's certain riders that are going to be competing in all three. So it really just shows how diverse scooter riders can get and the disciplines within scootering. Scootering is just such a complex action sport with so many variations of tricks and so many different ways of riding a scooter. So to have the three different competition outlets is such a great thing for this wonderful community.
And I think it's also amazing to see how scooter is booming in the world. I mean, you go to any park, like name whatever park you go to, you see kids and scooters. it's great to see kids going out and like having this sport. Like when was it? When did scooter become so big? What was it? When did this happen?
So, scootering has been evolving actually like over the last 100 years, believe it or not. But when scooters really had their boom was in the year 2000, when the fold-up came out from Razor Pro scooters.
Yeah.
And around that same time, micro scooters had a scooter come out, as well as JD Bug, and basically fold-up started to take over the world. It wasn't until around 2010, though, that aftermarket scooter parts started to get created. And the scene that we're seeing right now is an emergence from that aftermarket scooter world, because initially the fold-up scooters were just not durable enough for riders to put to use. So there's a group of fold-up Razor guys that basically started making aftermarket scooter parts that then started to make freestyle scooter parts that were designed for tricks and designed for wear and tear. And all the scooters you see out there now are extensions of those original fold-up scooters, just have been enhanced. So scootering is relatively a new and emerging action sport. Like, the scene has only been coming together for like the last 11 years, really, and it's all the result of social media.
Yeah.
Social media started blowing up around the same time that scootering started to, and it's you've seen the growth of social media and the growth of scootering side by side, and it's so cool to watch just this sport grow, because really, like, all the riders out there and myself, we're all pioneers. There's no one that we can look back to on old DVDs to get inspiration from. I mean, these guys are all just making up these tricks like over the last couple of years. So it's so cool to watch them be able to just stick with their passion and do what they love. And I'm so excited to see what the future of scootering is. I know there's a huge craze of electric scooters around the world, and people who don't even use it for freestyle motives, they just use it for transportation. And I know all those people will one day be potential fans, and it's so cool to just watch the scooter evolve. And I'm so excited to see what this competition looks like in 5 years from now, in 10 years from now. How much different will it be? Will there be any of the same riders? I don't know. So I just love scootering so much.
You are Extreme Barcelona regular, and you were also hosting last year's event, even though it was indoors, and it was obviously because of the pandemic, it was with a different setup. But when you see the level of this year and compared to last year, can you see that the sport is growing and evolving, or how would you comment on that?
I would say that every single year the sport evolves exponentially. You see it's not just a linear growth. Every year you see the tricks double in difficulty or triple in difficulty. Like, we are on this insane rise right now with ability as well as just the amount of people that are involved in the scooter scene. And the reason behind that is because the scientific the science that goes into creating scooter parts and the manufacturing that goes into creating scooter parts is always constantly changing. So the scooter parts just keep getting lighter and stronger and better designed for the rider. And so because of that, you see that the tricks are changing. Tricks that weren't possible on old scooters are now possible on these new scooters. So because of that, the sport is just exponentially growing in so many ways. And it's amazing just to watch these riders and how their style consistently changes as the scooter scene changes. And I think that we're nowhere even close to the peak of scootering or what scootering will be remembered as. I think there's still a lot of standardizations within scootering that need to get straightened out, but all of those little things are just going to take time.
Yeah. Well, Will, I'm very happy to have you here co-hosting us, because, you have all the scoop on everything and you have so many insights. But I think the rain is getting the better of us today, so I think at this point we need to wrap up the competition, unfortunately. It's been an epic street competition so far, but the weather is what it is, and you can't really do anything against that, so we are very sorry, but That's it for this year's competition.
We have Mother Nature not working with us.
Yeah, but I mean, we had a pretty good show so far. I mean, we saw some pretty good stuff. Well, Will, thank you so much.
I still can't get over Lucas's run. But yeah, thank you so much.
And for everyone watching, don't forget to tune in also tomorrow because we're going to have the park finals and we'll be commenting again and bringing us all the scoop from the park and the mega ramp as well. I'm very excited for the mega ramp. It's going to be pretty epic.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
The street finalists have to compete. My advice to you is not to play.
I'm 100 and I'm getting it. Como lomo, luxury. I'm a Niger up in this. When I turn up, you know I'm on my. Yes, I'm on my. Yes, I'm on my. I'm so. Yes, I am so. I'm on my. Job rate, grinding so hard, keeping up the work rate, swerving through the board till I checkmate, hopping the level till I reach the skyscraper. I'm so high right now. The smell of success got me so lean right.
Really, y'all don't